Happy Friday, folks, here on Lions Nation Unite. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing the Lions news today with some rumors, a lot of OTAs talking, and transformation and culture. We're going to be talking about this team, what's going on. Very good stuff here. Now, if you watch my other video on my channel, it's different than this one. It's not going to be the same. So let's get this thing started right now. Fair warning really quick, I am not feeling good at all, and I'm trying to do my best in today's video, so if my voice is off or if I'm not thinking right, it's because I'm running a temperature while I'm talking to you right now, straight out of the bed, make a video, go back to bed. So just trying to get this information there. I apologize, I didn't have a video out yesterday on my channel and or on this channel. I couldn't do a whole lot. So let's get in today's Lions news here. Now, this is an interesting one. It kind of shocked me a little bit, and I actually heard this on Crunch Time last night when they were talking because I didn't read it. But Josh Reynolds' departure as the Lions search for a new source of explosive plays. They were telling me that Ben Chant's a little bit surprised at how much that Josh Reynolds meant to this team in explosive plays. And I was surprised that he was surprised. I think if you've watched every game, and I know a lot of you have that watch this, bunch of real Lions fans in here, you've seen the importance of what Josh Reynolds has been on this team for the last couple of years. I mean, he was getting explosive plays, 30-yard gains, first downs. He was doing a lot of grunt work. I know a lot of people look at the last game in the NFC Championship, and they want to put that on Josh Reynolds as that's what he is, but honestly, he was not like that throughout the regular season. The only knock in his game that I had up to the NFC Championship game was every once in a while he would fumble the ball as a wide receiver, and you're just shaking your head why. But he did a lot. And so right now, the Detroit Lions are trying to find new sources of explosive plays and replacing what Josh Reynolds has done. Now, I got to keep 100. I think Jameson Williams is going to be very explosive this year. He's going to be part of that. Khalif Raymond is going to be, as well as Donovan Peoples-Jones. I think the Lions are going to be fine here. I truly do believe they're going to be fine. Someone's going to step up, Isaiah Williams or Antoine Green. One of these guys will step up to be, a depth piece at wide receiver, and then, Donovan Peoples-Jones, J-Mo, and Khalif Raymond will put up the rest. I think they'll be fine, but he was a big piece of this offense. And it's going to be a challenge to replace that. It's going to take a lot of work, and they can do it, but it is going to be a lot of work. Let me know in the comment section right now, do you think that Jameson Williams could replace Josh Reynolds' explosive plays? Let me know in the comments below. These are the biggest standouts so far at OTAs, and unfortunately, I can't be at OTAs to actually watch it, so I have to go with the reporting here. Terrion Arnold has been an absolute standout in OTAs. We've talked about this on my channel, on here. He continues to show why we drafted this guy, traded up for him. That anonymous general manager, or i.e. the Green Bay Packers general manager, mad that we traded up to get Terrion Arnold, well, you should be mad because he is a good player, and he's going to really help the Lions defense out. And look, I remember they say it was crazy for them to give up a third-round pick to move up. Yeah, well, now you're seeing why we did this. Our secondary was so bad, and now we got a player who I think is going to be a bona fide stud at the cornerback position. I think within 3 years, he's going to be one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. That's how high I am on Terrion Arnold. And for us to get a player of his ilk with only giving up a third-round pick is amazing. So I'm very satisfied from what we're seeing from Terrion Arnold. He's showing it in OTAs. And again, the Lions' offense is good. This is not like this is a bad offense and he's doing good. Jared Goff's a good quarterback. He got an interception. He's been clingy. That's all you got to do when you're playing man, right? So he's picking it up quick. Generally speaking, corners, it takes a little bit of time. I'm not saying this guy is going to come out and be an all-pro this year. He's going to have some rookie mistakes, but he's going to be very good. And I'm super excited for the future of Arnold. Jameson Williams has been an absolute standout here. And look, that's what we needed for him to take the next step. He had to become a standout. He has to do that. We lose Josh Reynolds. You're the guy now. You're the number 2 guy next to St. Brown. You got to pick it up, and he has been. Him and Jared Goff been on the same page. This is great to see. This is amazing to see. This is what I kept telling everybody. Be patient with Jameson Williams. 97.9 the ticket, talking about we got to trade him, he's a bust, and then a lot of other people saying he's bad, he's a bust, and now you're starting to see the fruits of labor of why we traded up to get him. He's going to be an explosive player for this Lions offense. Him and Goff are going to have fun. St. Brown is a standout. He's always a standout. This is just the norm. And this is what I really love about culture, and we're going to get into it here in a couple of minutes. But Amon-Ra St. Brown is a player who sets the standard of practicing and developing and constructing his game to be elite. And best believe Jameson Williams and other wide receivers see this. And when you see somebody working crazy the way that he is, they want to work much harder. And that is the culture here in Detroit. This is something that we've not had in Detroit for many, many years, is culture development. And we're seeing this. We've heard about the Patriot, we've heard about all these other ways. Now we got the Lions grit way. You have to be a hard worker on and off the field, and that's what they're drafting. And St. Brown is doing just that, and other players are seeing it, and they're developing. It's just continuing to refine your game when you have players like a St. Brown. It's awesome. James Turner, the kicker, who is competing right now with Michael Badgley, he got 52, 54-yarder. This battle's going to continue to rage on with Michael Badgley and Turner, and I assume Jake Bates, will at some point probably sign with the Lions. Kicker position's going to be crazy. I still have Michael Badgley ahead of him right now because I do. But if James Turner can turn around and continue to do this, and hopefully in the preseason do it as well, that's where you want to see him make field goals, not just in practice. It's got to be in game time element. You can make all the field goals in the world, but I want to see it in a preseason game at least to see who wins this battle. David Montgomery, yeah, at least pray. He's a hard worker. I mean, he's doing great. We expect it. Nothing there. Mitchell Agood stands out here to make the roster. Apparently, he just did this on Thursday. A few pressures, 1 sack during the open practice, and that's good. Sometimes we see a player who we don't expect do well. Maybe Mitchell Agood could be that guy. It's going to be difficult. I don't think he makes the roster because our linebacking core is really strong. He's not going to beat out Malcolm Rodriguez. So, but hey, continue to do it, right? Continue to be good. Maurice Norris, according to Rizzi, he's praised Norris's closing and speed. And we're always having a player in the secondary do this every year. So could this Maurice Norris be the Stephen Gilmore? Could he be the player that stands out and potentially make the roster? It's possible, but this is just OTAs. Good start, though, for the rookie. Good start. Can Edge Aiden Hutchinson take the next step? Now, we talked about this on Crunch Time again last night when I was on there. He had 11.5 sacks last year. Look, what I saw from Aiden Hutchinson in the playoffs in the last couple weeks of the season is him taking that next step. I do believe he takes that next step. He showed it in the playoffs, and now he's got talent around him. He's going to take that next step. I expect 15 sacks for him, all-pro type of play. Aiden Hutchinson is just continuing he takes step after step each year, and each game he's getting better. He worked on his spin move, and that's what helped him get those sacks in the playoffs. His body's getting stronger and beefier, so yeah, he's going to take that next step. This is year 3 for Hutch, and I expect him to be an all-pro player. All-pro edge, all-pro player, and help us get us to a Super Bowl. This is what I really wanted to talk about in today's video, because I was thinking about this for a while, and this is a good discussion here. McNeill and Reader drive teammates' notable transformation. We just talked about culture with St. Brown. This is great, amazing news. And I know we've talked about it a little bit before, but we're going to talk about it again. Alim McNeill, we're going to start with Alim McNeill, what he did last year in body transformation and physicality in the offseason to get ready for the regular season shows the type of character and hard worker that he is. He wanted to take the next step. It is difficult to completely transform your body when you're a big guy like these defensive tackles, but he did it, and he continues to do it. DJ Reader is the same. He's a veteran with that mentality. And what that has done for Broderic, Martin, and other players is invaluable. When you see your team and your teammates work as hard as they are on and off the field, constantly doing this, changing the diets and working and grinding, it forces you to do this. You see them doing it and you're like, hell, if these guys are doing it, I need to do it. And you're building a great culture for rookies to come into. Now we have the Lions culture here, where you're very physical, you're hard work. We have developed the Lions way, okay? Other teams want to do the Lions way now. But we have our grit, hard work, and Lions way that everybody is believing it and everybody is doing it on and off the field. And now you're seeing Broderic Martin do the same thing as Alim McNeill. You see Jameson Williams do the same thing as St. Brad. You're seeing this take place in Detroit, and it is something that is amazing to see and is exactly what we need. Exactly. Every time we draft players or players who come to Detroit in free agency or as rookies, they're going to adapt the Lions way, and their game is going to go up. Their practice is going to go up. Their motor is going to go up, and it's going to get the best out of them. Development is vital towards success. You draft your players, you develop them, and that's how you win. We're developing them now with the Lions culture of grit, physicality, hard work, and practice, top physical shape, and everybody is buying in. The veterans are doing it, and the rookies are buying in, or the veterans and the younger players are buying in. This is amazing. And you have to give credit to Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell and his coaching staff. Because without them doing this, we're not in this position. You can draft great players, but you have to develop them and you have to make them believe in what you're doing and what you say, and they have fully bought in. Every single player on this roster is bought in, and you can never say that before. Never say it before, but these players are all bought in, and this is amazing. Folks, subscribe to the channel. We'll see if I can get a video in tomorrow if my temp is better. With that said, folks, adios.